www.capitalfunderscoop.com, a new crowdfunding platform. Capital Funders Cooperative Incorporated, an ethical investment. Capital underwriting for cooperatives, crowdfunding investment, cooperative entrepreneurship, a new road forward. Neither a gift nor a grant, an investment. OHFC debenture bonds pay 6% interest for their term of 10 years, are redeemed with 10 annual payments, and confer a 15-year membership on subscribers of $25,000 or more. All members share equally in the distributed profits. A $50,000 bond will recoup its value, paying $30,000 interest and $48,000 in dividends from membership profit sharing by the end of the 10-year bond term. The added 5 years of membership beyond the bond term could earn another $30,000. The Ohio Healthy Food Cooperative Incorporated BIOGAS project is a socially responsible investment. For the environment, we eliminate phosphorus pollution, providing clean waters, clean air, revitalized soil fauna, sustainable farming, and rooftop garden systems and soil mixtures for hot cities. Economics, good permanent jobs, well paid, skills training, profits reinvested in new biogas facilities, rural and urban farms and markets build community development. Ecological, progressive expansion with self-financed construction, ensuring nationwide advances in viable green energy, reduce the hazards of fossil-fueled power by replacement. A fulfillment of human potential, social renewal. Ethical investment in OHFC biogas, cleaning up the environment, rebuilding our economy, improving our ecology, non-polluting energy and heat, growing non-GMO food, eliminating glyphosate exposure, creating new jobs in America, equitable employment. Ethical investment. Ethical investors seek a common good in preference to immediate profits. OHFC biogas facilities eliminate air, water, and soil pollution by utilizing a squandered resource. The deferral of profit distributions expands capacity. Producing biogas causes a positive interaction between an industry and the environment. Balancing the overproduction of phosphates with crop needs allows export of biofertilizer from places in surplus to those in need. The profitable marketing of the entire range of outputs allows the industry and its affected population to achieve its potential, eliminating the former adverse impacts on the environment. Pope Francis said, "On climate change, there is a clear, definitive, and ineluctable ethical imperative to act. We can build rooftop gardens to reduce big city heat bubbles. Chicago has 700,000 square feet of roof gardens already." Whether or not one subscribes to climate change, global warming, or geoengineering, no one can deny the 100-year drought brush fires in California, the extended period of unusually high temperatures in the Middle East and Saharan Africa, the huge typhoons of Asia, and the melted sea ice of the Arctic. These events are taking place today. They are real. The blue-green algae in Lake Erie may not be as catastrophic, but it is a signal calling for immediate attention. We won't need 10 years to eliminate it from runoff. When a money profit can be earned from conservation and pollution reduction, what would prevent such an investment? Lack of information. Biogas from animal manure is a source of great wealth, converting dung to dollars. The Ohio Healthy Food Cooperative is a rural-urban farmers cooperative set up to transform CAFO animal manure into economic opportunity for all. For 4 years, all proceeds from operations will be reinvested in additional biogas facilities to build nationwide manure-to-money factories in every state with CAFO farms. There are 450,000 CAFOs in America. Ohio OHFC biogas facilities eliminate this costly waste, a runoff pollution source contaminating Ohio waters. 200,000 gallons of liquid manure on a 20-acre field. What a shame. What does an investment in the Ohio Healthy Food Cooperative yield? It yields clean water, clean air, uncontaminated soils, healthy food, good jobs, new wealth, social dividends, restoration, recapture with interest of capital invested in OHFC debenture bonds. The OHFC biogas facilities include generators and greenhouses to produce the following products and benefits: solid biofertilizer, pathogen-free, natural, and enhanced with minerals and organics. Hundreds of jobs are created hauling manure, operating the biogas plants, bagging and packaging biofertilizers for family farms, homeowners, golf courses, and parks. Liquid humectant enriched with natural soil microbes, protozoa, algae, mycorrhiza, and friendly arthropods to regenerate American soils. Biogas that is 60% methane and 40% carbon dioxide. Methane harms the environment 21 times more than carbon dioxide. Biogas is burned in modified diesel engine generators, and the exhaust gas, carbon dioxide, is pumped into greenhouses where it makes plants grow 20% bigger when it is sequestered. The houses are heated by biogas for year-round operation. The electricity generated provides lighting for greenhouses to extend photosynthesis. The vegetables are processed to add value by making packaged salads. Hundreds of jobs are created in planting, nurturing, harvesting, processing, and distributing tons of fresh local vegetables. Fresh, healthy, non-GMO foods sold in food deserts in rural and urban neighborhoods and online with discounts for EBT buyers. OHFC will build 430 of these markets with special greenhouses using OHFC electricity for lighting. What does an investment in the Ohio Healthy Food Co-op yield? The funding mechanism is the OHFC debenture bond. Institutions of all kinds, endowments, church funds, and foundations may buy 10-year, 6% OHFC debenture bonds that confer profit-sharing distributions as 15-year members of the OHFC cooperative, extending the membership 5 years past the final recapture of the invested capital. A return of 2 to 1 expands charity. The minimum OHFC debenture bond qualifying for 15-year membership is $25,000. The OHFC biogas revenues will build and operate aggregation hubs for OHFC greenhouse vegetables and supported family farm produce. A network of 430 rural and inner city urban farms, markets, and greenhouses that will utilize biogas electricity through grid connections at low rates to supplement OHFC biogas facility healthy food production, locally creating jobs in low-income neighborhoods. OHFC marketing will establish a universal online farmers market with a weekly market basket that inner city folks with an EBT card can access with mobile apps and receive an automatic discount under the USDA SNAP programs. What does an investment in the Ohio Healthy Food Co-op yield? One of the effects of climate change is the unusually high temperatures that occur in densely populated cities. Chicago has demonstrated the benefits of using rooftop gardens as a means to ameliorate the heat bubble that causes city to be as much as 4 degrees Celsius hotter than the rural countryside. The founders of the Ohio Healthy Food Cooperative have designed both the growing systems that are ideal for roof gardens and the growing medium they call microgrow, in which the OHFC fertile comp is a major ingredient. There are literally millions of acres of black asphalt-covered roofs that absorb solar energy, causing building temperatures to rise, requiring billions of tons of refrigeration to cool. Just imagine the energy savings that will be derived from building OHFC rooftop gardens. An investment in OHFC debenture bonds helps make the development of rooftop gardens an immediate and achievable outcome. These gardens can be grassy flower beds or vegetables and fruit gardens or both. The Ohio Healthy Food Cooperative, with its manufacturing division, will make the growing systems, and the biogas facilities will produce the specially blended growing mixture. Thousands of jobs all over America will result from the application of our technology. What does an investment in the Ohio Healthy Food Co-op yield? Sustainable agriculture for dairy, beef, pork, and poultry farmers operating efficient and newly profitable ventures adds new dimensions of security for their families with provided insurance. Efficient farms can reduce food costs if motivated by financial success. Investment in American viability with educational scholarships and professional training will elevate all participants. On-the-job training for all, disadvantaged and handicapped and released felons. New careers, growing, processing, distributing, and marketing healthy food to fight obesity, the new American medical catastrophe. Creates a balanced capacity to grow with the interaction between suppliers, consumers, and the environment. Every co-op worker is a member, participating in governance with a vote, motivated for the success of the venture. Every worker is eligible for merit-based performance bonuses. Every worker shares in the general distribution of profits. This is a long-term social investment in better health, better communities, and better humans. With runaway inequality, and when 62 persons own 50% of the absolute wealth of the globe, cooperative worker membership may be the only way for workers to build a family estate. Food security, potable water, modern housing, the Republic of Cote d'Ivoire in Africa. Our project will lead to greater United States participation in Africa to demonstrate sustainable agriculture for poverty reduction and food security. We have the plan. What does an investment in the Ohio Healthy Food Cooperative yield? OHFC plans to market 50% of its production in Africa and Southeast Asia to eliminate storage and cash flow issues. The African-Asian market is huge, with millions of hectares of arable land and shortages of fertilizer. The co-op will manufacture enclosures, equipment, and systems for the development of the U.S. market as well as the emerging markets of Africa and Asia. The cooperative produces specialty growing media for its own use and for export to the emerging markets in the Americas, Africa, and Asia. The co-op will use the opportunity to offer its biofertilizer for use in the 2-hectare eco-village family farms designed for agricultural and socioeconomic development in African poverty reduction and food security programs. We've done the plans. The co-op will help millions of Africans, Americans, and Asians to get out of hunger and poverty. The co-op will invest in associated businesses that will enhance pollination, provide biological control of insect pests, and improve the growing of healthy food. The African continent has been taken over by China. Infrastructure investments in container ports, railways, and highways by China have created a quasi-colonial client relationship with most of the African countries. OHFC's unique systems of growing food in conjunction with highly valuable fertilizer products can open this market for American exports. We have studied the African market for 8 years and have indigenous personnel available now. What does an investment in the Ohio Healthy Food Co-op yield? The graph shows that $128,000 in recaptured principal interest at 6% fixed and membership share distributions are yielded on a $50,000 social investment. The remaining 5 years of membership should pay $30,000 more, tripling the initial cash input. The declining balance in red intersects with the blue principal payback line into the third year. The Ohio Healthy Food Cooperative Debenture Bond is a winner from all perspectives. To buy an Ohio Healthy Food Debenture Bond, go to our website, www.capitalfunderscoop.com. Your subscription will be registered and your payment will be deposited in the credit union non-interest bearing escrow account to be retained there until the minimum equity capital amount has been reached. If the minimum funding is not reached, your subscription payment will be returned to you by the escrow agent, the credit union. No interest will be paid on the account if the subscription amount is returned. A debenture bond in the amount of your subscription will be issued when OHFC has been notified that the subscription has been honored, bearing 10 coupons, paying a fixed interest rate of 6%. The terms of the debenture bond call for a recoupment payment of 10% of the face value of the bond annually for the 10-year term of the bond. The OHFC membership certificate issued shall have a term of membership of 15 years.